All right, one thing I did not mention at the beginning of the show is what you can do up in the air. We have paragliding in the Vail Valley. Vail Valley Paragliding joins us now with Kelley. And Greg, what a beautiful way to see the scenery. I mean, what does it feel like?
Well, it's amazing. Most people have those dreams of flying, and this is an easy means. It's foot-launched aviation, and it's been around for a long time. It started with hang gliding in the 70s, and paragliding is actually kind of a new fledgling sport. It started kind of in the mid-80s. The paraglider is designed after the Ram Air canopy parachute, where people were jumping out of the planes. They have the cells inside, the baffles, the front side of the paraglider is open, the trailing edge is closed, so it fills up with air, and that's what gives it its integrity for it to fly.
Okay.
So it only weighs 15 pounds, the paraglider.
Wow.
But once it fills up with air, you have pretty much a full-on airplane wing shape, so that gives it the lift that it needs for it to fly, and before you know it, you're in the air. And it basically flies at about 10 to 15 miles an hour, a little bit of running down the hill. You inflate the glider over your head. Once it's over your head, you continue to run. It's a smooth transition from running to flying, and then it's that simple.
All right, we got some photos up here that we're showing from the land to the air.
Yep.
And I like how you call it foot-propelled, you know.
Foot-launched aviation.
Foot-launched aviation.
Yep.
And here are some happy customers in the harness.
This picture is a tandem flight. The passenger is in front of the pilot. So the pilot can always keep an eye on the passenger when they're flying, making sure they're comfortable, making sure they're enjoying the flight. We have some flights that last an hour. Our afternoon flights, we can be up in the air for an hour or plus, even more, depending on the conditions, on the thermals and the lift. The morning flights, it's great for somebody who might be a little weary about being in the air. We get a lot of people who have fear of heights, but they want to try to work on that fear. So we have about 15-minute flights in the morning.
Wow.
We also take pictures of the people in the air, just like what you're seeing on the camera here. And
it's like proof they've done it.
Proof they've done it. And secondly, it's probably one of the most exciting things they've ever done.
Oh, wow.
And it's that simple. And a lot of people would rather do paragliding than jump out of an airplane. A lot of people say, oh, I want to go skydiving and I want to check it out. But there's no free fall involved in the sport.
Yeah, you know what? So when you said that chute kind of fills with air,
yep.
So as soon as you get done with the running part,
yep.
you do kind of feel
yep.
like you're just floating, not dropping.
Exactly. I mean, basically, you have to run down the hill, but once the glider's in, once the glider gets over your head and you get it up to flying speed, next thing you know, you're moonwalking.
Okay.
You're moonwalking right into the air.
Let's talk about the harnesses. So what's nice about this is if you are a never ever, I mean, you can go with the pilot and you're going right with something like this.
A lot of people think they're just hanging in the harness, but we actually have a seat that people will be sitting in, and it's very comfortable. It's kind of like an easy chair, and they're secure. We have leg straps here. We also have a belly strap, and we also have a chest strap that will secure them into this harness.
Okay.
So it's very comfortable, and we had those pictures that they were showing earlier, and how comfortable it can be. And believe it or not, most people just can't believe how relaxed and comfortable and fun.
Yeah, and you're running first, and then you kind of get hooked into the harness, but you are hooked.
You're hooked into the harness, and basically as you're running, once you get into the air, you might be hanging from it, but then you can just kind of grab the side of the harness and scoot yourself in.
Okay.
And we do have a child's harness. So we actually I've taken kids up at 5 years old.
Wow.
That's the youngest I've taken. Really, anything younger than that, it's probably not the best thing yet. But if the parents are comfortable with the kids wanting to go and have an adventure for something they've never done before that other kids haven't done, it's kind of like a carnival ride for the kids. They'll think, oh boy, it's like a Ferris wheel or something to that effect. And I have a picture somewhere in there of I was taking a 5-year-old child, and I don't know if we can show it, but it's great. They get into it. We take pictures. They're smiling. They're holding on. They just can't believe how easy it is.
I'm going to ask, how do you land?
Oh, exactly. Good point.
That's what I'm afraid of, is the landing.
There's two ways we land: on our feet, or we sit down on our landing. If basically we have an airbag on the bottom of the harness here that fills up with air.
Okay.
And it's probably about 15 inches of air down there. If we come in with if we have some wind, there you go. There's a picture of us coming in for a landing. The pilot can slow the glider down to about 5 miles per hour.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, and that's if there's, say, a little bit of wind. If there's no wind at all, you kind of come in pretty fast.
Okay.
So in regards to having to run that out, a lot of passengers find that uncomfortable. So we just have them put their feet up and sit down on the airbag.
Okay. All right.
And the pilot can actually land on his feet as they come in. So.
And you're doing this every day this summer, so how can we get more information?
Basically, you can give us a call. You can go to vailvalleyparagliding.com, check out our website. We actually have on the website a picture of a launching scenario, so you can check out that launch, and you can rerun it over and over and see what it's about to take off. You can call myself at 970-376-0495, or you can call Dave at 970-845-7321.
Okay. Oh, that sounds amazing. How fun. And you can do this when when it's not raining, right?
Basically, we can fly when it's cloudy. We definitely like to have the sun. That gives us the best thermals and lift and the best wind conditions. But we can fly when it's cloudy, and we do, but we do not fly in the rain.
Okay, perfect. All right, give them a call if you want more information, 376-0495, or check out vailvalleyparagliding.com. We'll be right back.